know, women, as we all know, are the fastest growing veteran population, but I am still very frustrated by the lack of progress and investment in understanding their really unique healthcare needs. Women veterans actually, especially those with PTSD or military sexual trauma, are more likely to experience early menopause, with one VA study finding that they are three more times likely than any civilian woman to reach menopause before the age of 40. It's really important to make sure that our women veterans receive the evidence-based, high-quality health care that they deserve. But to get there, we need a really strong investment in menopause research at both VA and DoD, which is why I was very proud to introduce the Bipartisan Servicewomen and Veterans Menopause Research Act, which will work to do that. Dr. Zhang, I wanted to ask you today, what are the biggest gaps in our understanding of menopause among women veterans?
Thank you, Senator Murray, for that question. Just to kind of set the stage, the Office of Discovery, Education, and Affiliate Networks is really the office that oversees both research, academics, innovation, and partnerships. And I tell you this because I think that women's health, and I agree with you, the women's health and the women population of veterans is clearly growing and going to be incredibly important, not just for research, but for academics, for innovation, and frankly, for partnerships. So to that end, I think that we are going to try and continue to support that from a research standpoint. Our budget for women's health research remains steady at approximately $40 million a year. When it comes to your specific question about where the biggest gaps are, I'd like to take that for the record and get you the actual accurate information as best we can.
Okay, if you could get that back to me and just tell me why you think continued investment in menopause research is critical.
I think all investment in areas of increase for veteran care is going to be important. And although I don't know specifically about that particular component of women's health, clearly, given that the increase in women veterans utilizing VA resources is growing, we have to partner and do this work and find the places where we can make an impact and difference.
Well, I think that's why my bill is so important, is because we clearly have a lack of understanding. But it is really critical, and I hope I can work with the chairman to get that passed. Now, the president's budget proposes a substantial reduction to VA's research program, not only through cuts to dedicated research appropriations, but also through reduced support from medical care accounts and lower projected reimbursements that many of our research programs rely on. Those reductions raise very serious concern about VA's ability to sustain its ongoing research and continue developing new innovations that improve our veterans' care. So, Dr. Zhang, if Congress were to cut $43 million from the budget, that's what President Trump's proposing, which high-priority research areas are most at risk? Can you tell us, is it cutting toxic exposure research or prosthetic research or cancer research? Where would we see the cuts?
Thank you, Senator Murray, for that question. To be very direct, I think our goal would be to try and preserve the gem that is VA research as much as we could. Now, certainly, I do not have direct control of the budget. So we will do whatever, we will take whatever we get.
In your capacity, you know where the money is. Where do you see those kinds of cuts hitting research the most?
Yeah, thank you for that question. I don't know right now. I would say that I would look for things that are not our actively managed portfolios, which are our key acceleration priorities, and to focus on things that we were exploring at an early stage as the places to make cuts if we had to.
So the budget's been proposed, but you haven't thought about what the consequences are?
Excuse me, sorry.
But the president sent that budget proposal. You see the cuts in at $43 million. You haven't thought as an agency about where you're going to have to put those cuts in?
Oh, I see. Thank you, Senator Murray. So from our perspective, the budget cut is really reflecting the attrition of contracts and also staff that have left during that time. Our actual plans and the support for research have not been affected by those budget cuts.
Okay, well, we do know last year 9 researchers were terminated with no warning and their research stopped. So you can't say that cutting personnel doesn't impact research. But I only have 5 seconds left. I just want to emphasize what comment I made in the opening remark about the pending OMB rule that would really undermine our current system and allow, take away decision-making power from our experienced scientists and just allow political appointees, whether this administration or into the future, decide where research is going to go. That is really concerning to VA researchers. We need decisions based on science, not based on somebody's mad at somebody or political decision in any administration.